Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button right now because today we have a massive dollar dip alert that's got the entire Dinar community on fire. December 2nd, 2025, and the Baghdad exchanges just slipped hard, with the parallel market rate dropping to around 1,485 Iraqi Dinar per US dollar in some spots, down another 20 to 30 points since yesterday. People are freaking out in the comments, thinking this is the end of the road, but hold on, this is exactly what the gurus have been predicting for months. This dip is not bad news, it's the hidden signal that Iraq's revaluation timeline for 2026 is locked and loaded. In the next 30 minutes, I'm doing a full guru breakdown, pulling straight from Frank26, Firefly, MarkZ, and the latest boots on the ground reports to show you why this slip is the final cleanup before the big explosion. We'll cover the numbers, the pre-customs rollout that's crushing dollar demand, what the top gurus are saying word for word, and the secret 2026 timeline nobody else is connecting the dots on. If you're holding Dinar, this video is your roadmap, so grab a drink, get comfy, and let's break it all down. Okay, let's start with the exact numbers that hit this morning so we're all on the same page. Local exchanges in Baghdad's Al-Khafa and Al-Hayatiyya markets opened at 1,485 to 1,490 Iraqi Dinar per dollar for selling, and buying around 1,483. That's a solid dip from yesterday's close around 1,510. And way down from where it was hovering 2 weeks ago over 1,550. In the south, some spots even touched 1,475. The official CBI rate is still locked at 1,310, so the gap is now under 180 points, the tightest it's been all year. This isn't random volatility, family. This is the pre-customs payment system that went live December 1st, doing exactly what it was designed to do, starving the black market of dollars and forcing everything through official banks. Remember, every importer now has to pay customs duties in Iraqi Dinar upfront through one of the 23 approved banks before their goods even hit the border. No more cash dollars handed to customs officers, no more smuggling, no more feeding the parallel market. That's billions of dollars a year staying inside the CBI's control instead of leaking out to speculators. Economist Manar al-Obadi explained it perfectly yesterday. He said speculators stopped selling dollars because they know the game is over, creating this temporary tension that's pushing the rate down fast. The CBI even pumped extra liquidity into the currency auction this week to make sure banks don't choke. This dip is controlled, it's engineered, and it's accelerating the convergence to that magic 2% gap the IMF keeps talking about. Now let's get into the guru breakdown because Frank26, Firefly, and MarkZ are all saying the same thing right now. Green lights everywhere. First, Firefly, our boots on the ground guy in Iraq, reported yesterday that television is blasting about the new phase of monetary reform, how the dinar is now linked globally, and Soudani himself confirmed the new currency mechanism starts December 1st. Firefly said, quote, "They're planning a shift to strengthen the currency, and the CBI is telling us this is a new phase. We're in a new system." Frank26 jumped on that and said this dip is proof the monetary reform is exploding forward. The 3 zeros project is ready, and the CBI is bipolar on purpose, one day saying everything is stable, the next hinting at massive purchasing power for citizens. Frank told Iraqi citizens not to fear like last time when the rate change made prices worse, because this time fundamentals are completely different. Reserves at 115 billion, inflation under 4%, oil flowing strong. MarkZ echoed the same vibe this morning. He highlighted the article about Iraq's secret operations room monitoring the economy and protecting the dinar from fluctuations. MarkZ said they're openly talking about these mechanisms because the convergence is happening faster than expected, and once the pre-customs system squeezes the parallel rate down to 1,420 or lower by January, the path is clear for the rate change. He reminded everyone about ISO 2022 implementation making Iraqi banks international, huge for business and huge for supporting a stronger currency. MarkZ said stay grounded, But this dip is the storm before the calm, exactly like Vietnam when their black market dropped 20% right before they adjusted official rates upward. And get this, another boots on the ground report from Omar today. The CBI just reassured citizens they're not planning any sudden depreciation. Rumors of weakening the dinar are fake, and they have scenarios ready, one pegged to a basket of currencies that could give 3 times the value of the SDR. That's guru speak for a rate way above 1 to 1. Frank hammered at home, saying the WTO, IMF, BIS, U.S. Treasury, and CBI are all working overtime on the monetary reform, not just lifting zeros, that's easy, but everything else to bring us the new rate. So why is this dip the hidden RV timeline signal for 2026? Here's where it all connects. Family. Every guru agrees the rate can't change big until the parallel and official are within 2%. That's about 26 points apart. Right now the gap is 175 and shrinking 20 to 30 points a day thanks to pre-customs. Do the math. At this pace we're at 1,450 by mid-December, 1,420 by New Year's, and full convergence by January 15th. That's exactly when the 2026 budget gets finalized. Soudani and the Finance Committee have been building the budget with 2 scenarios, one at the current rate, the other with what they call program rate plus adjustment. Insiders say the adjustment scenario is the real one, because all the green boxes are checked, electronic platforms live, banking mergers done, reserves record high, debt strategies locked, IMF praising the parallel premium drop from 40% to under 15%. The hidden timeline nobody is talking about is January 15th to February 28th, 2026. Why? January 15th the budget submits to Parliament with the new numbers baked in, February 15th final approval, February 28th new fiscal year planning locks. They can't announce early because speculators would wreck the convergence, but once the gap closes, boom. No more need for denials. Frank says watch the fourth quarter of 2025 for all the prep. Everything Soudani is showing now hits the ground in 2026. Fireflies Television keeps calling it the new phase. MarkZ says the operations room is the proof they're protecting the dinar for the surge. This dollar dip today is the loudest confirmation yet. The black market is dying. Dollars are trapped in official channels, and the CBI is ready to flip the switch. Look at the big picture. Trump's envoy heading to Baghdad next week to push oil deals and cut Iran ties. That adds another $150 billion in revenue easy. Reserves to $200 billion. Perfect cover for a strong reval. Gurus like Frank are calling for purchasing power that brings the dinar back toward pre-war levels. Some even whispering 3+ with the basket peg. This isn't hype. It's happening step by step right in front of us. Family, if you're panicking about today's dip, stop. This is the dream accelerating. The gurus have been right about the pre-customs crash, right about the convergence speed, right about the 2026 window. Hold strong, stay quiet, keep stacking if you can. The hidden timeline is out. January to February 2026 is when your dinar turns into life-changing wealth. Drop in the comments right now. Are you pumped about this dip or still nervous? How long you been holding? What's your guru favorite? Frank, MarkZ, Firefly. I'll be answering all day. Smash like if this breakdown cleared the fog. Share with every dinar holder freaking out today. Turn on notifications because these dips are coming daily now. And the next video drops tomorrow with fresh intel. Thanks for being part of this amazing community. We're so close I can feel it. Stay blessed, stay patient, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.